Lily is the most extraordinary human being on the planet. Why I'm saying that is that I wrote a very personal and very sad book, which deals with grief and climate change from a really personal perspective. And she took that and is absolutely true to what I wrote, but also has amplified and added something else to it. So the play Fledgling has the story about how we pass things on or what we pass on to the next generation. So it's much more focused from a child's point of view or in the parent-child relationship, whereas I think what I was writing about was much more about being an adult in the world and the fear that I'm passing on things to my children. So there's a lovely thing that happens in Fledgling where the daughter becomes much more present in the piece, and it becomes a story of hope in a much more beautiful way, I think, than the book. She's found connections in the book which I knew were there, but I didn't think anybody else would find. So the book is a very strange thing where it's a series of short stories and they're all told at different moments in time about the same person. And it's up to the reader to kind of piece together this person's life. So there are weird echoes that take place in one story, which then only become sort of more relevant later on or more resonant later on. And I've got little sort of in-jokes in there that I like in there. And without talking to me, she found those connections, she found the kind of echoes. And I think that's an amazing and an insightful writer and director to be able to do that. Words performed on stage and through the images that she produces makes the work much more lyrical and beautiful. I'm not going to give away the ending of this piece, but the last moment, I was obviously affected by it because in some ways I know the story, and so I cried my eyes out. But I got a sense that the room finds this, the audience finds a moment where we all get to share sadness and hope together because of the images that Lily has created for us.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. All true.